Coming to you live-ish from Robinson Towers, Jessington World of Adventures is proud to present Stars in Your Ears. Now, please welcome your host, woman of 1,000 voices, Jess Robinson.
Hello, everybody, it's me. Oh, no, right, you can't see me, can you? It's Jess Robinson. Hello. Sit back as the curtains part. I'm stepping out like a queen. The music swells as the pyros start. I've got my own smoke machine. Well, I don't really, but you can fake anything with sound effects. See? Goose. Welcome to the show. You're gonna hear stars in your ears. There's no better place to go if you wanna get stars in your ears.
From the north to the west, the east to the south, she's gone around over the years. She's had all sorts of people in her mouth.
Now I'm coming right into your ears. Welcome to the show. You're gonna hear stars in your ears. There's no better place to go if you wanna get stars in your ears. Stars in your ears. Stars, stars, stars in your ears. Stars in your ears. Hooray! Hello and welcome to Stars in Your Ears. Thank you so much for joining us. Michael, can we have a bit of
Welcome,
piano?
Oh, yeah, a bit of something like
something.
this kind of thing.
That's lovely.
I want it that way, but faster. Yes! Tonight we'll be bringing all of the stars from all over the world into all of your ears. I'm Jess Robinson, and once again, I'm joined by all of the voices in my head who are waiting to spill out of my mouth like celebrity sick. I've got a shoggy bottom. Keep listening. Oh, homie. See, Mary Berry, Tess Daly and Marge Simpson there. Very exciting. So, hold on to your hats, because in this episode, we are going to be joined by a very beautiful and very funny and musically talented guest. We'll be playing some games, we'll have some chats, get naked, squat over a bucket, do some impression sessions and some impressions lessons, empty the bucket, and end with a legendary fantasy duet. Oh, Michael.
How about that?
That's very nice the way you finished.
Yeah.
Which is what all the boys say. Now, I don't live alone in Jessington Towers. No, that's right. Self-isolating in the West Wing. It's the gorgeous Michael.
Hello.
From the attic, it's Rob.
Hello.
And in the dungeon, it's Kitch.
Yeah, and Duncan.
Who's Duncan?
You know, the rat? Well, he looks like a Duncan. I mean, he's very daring.
What do you
But yeah, he lives down here too. I was pretty scared of him to begin with, but actually it's quite nice having a roommate down here. I was getting a bit lonely since we've not all been sharing a room, and I really miss the bunk beds. So now I top and tail with him. See what I did there?
Oh, very good. This is the rat from last week that ran under your drum case.
Yeah, under the drum pedal. Yeah.
Someone's building a story. That's very nice. That's very nice. Do send him our best. In fact, I tell you what, Kitch, why don't you and Daring Duncan play a bit of underscore?
All right, are you ready, Dunks? Off we go.
Nice.
What is that you're playing? What are you playing on?
It's a cake tin.
Playing on a cake tin. Since you were a little chimney sweep. Okay, boys, what have you guys been up to this week, Michael?
Well, it's been a good week for me. I had my personal best score with a Scrabble word.
Who'd you play against?
I'm playing against a computer. Against the machine, if you see what I mean. You know. Anyway,
sure.
So I managed to get 2 triple word tiles and use all my letters in one go. It was well, I was just quite pleased with myself.
Well, that doesn't make much of a change, does it? What were the words you got?
Oh, in this case, it was the word clemency, which means mercy, Jess.
Oh, I wouldn't know about that. Kitch?
Well, it's all right. I mean, it's still. I'm really missing sunlight, frankly. It's a bit cold and damp down here. You know, it'd be nice to be able to actually dry the washing instead of just putting on wet clothes every day. But Duncan's having a good go. He's running around the place and keeping us entertained. You know.
Great, Rob.
Well, actually, something
Lovely.
really.
Time to get on with the show. Now, you listeners already know who this week's guest is because it's in the info for the episode. But currently the band don't know, so we're going to play a little Jessington World of Adventures guessing game.
Who's our guest? Who's our guest? Who's our very special guest? Who's our guest? Who's our guest? Come make way now for our guest. Who's our guest? Who's our guest? Come on, please now tell us just. Who's our guest? Who's our guest? Who's our very special guest?
Time to stick on your vocal detective hats, take the magnifying glasses out of your trouser pockets and work out who is it, just from today's lovely guest, singing the word hello.
Hello.
She was born on the 27th of May, 1984.
Oh, good. Let's have another listen to the guest.
Hello.
Did she go to Oxford University?
Hello.
Yeah, she holds a second-class bachelor's degree in music.
Don't interrupt, Rob.
Hello.
I think she's known for her work in improv comedy, particularly ostentatious.
She won the Chortle Award for Best Music and Variety Act in 2019 and was nominated for the BAFTA for Best Entertainment Performance for her work on The MASH Report.
Oh, I'm going to have to push you for an answer, boys.
It's Rachel Parris!
Welcome to the show. Welcome to Stars in Your Ears.
Yes. I am.
Hello!
Welcome to the show, Rachel Parris.
Thank you, Jess. Thanks for having me. Hello, everyone.
It's a pleasure.
Welcome.
It's such a pleasure. How are you doing in the lockdown and all of that stuff?
I'm all right, thank you. Yeah, I've been making a few lip syncs to pass the time.
You have. Your impressions are amazing in those.
Oh, thanks. Just with a bit of pulling the face. Thankfully, unlike you, I don't have to do the actual sound.
We'll make up for that later. No, how long do they take to come up with and to rehearse and to get right?
It started off week one with no time to come up with. Literally, it's a song I already knew, dressed in what I was dressed in. Marcus filmed me and we put it on Twitter. Took 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Now our standards have got much higher, and so have the people who watch them on Twitter. And people are like, you haven't even tried to change your hair this week? the background is just the wall. Like, have you put any effort in at all for that? That's not what they look like.
Are you getting trolled from it then?
Totally. Like, it starts off, as with everything on social media, it starts off as a bit of fun, and by the end, you're getting absolutely slammed for it.
Are you going to have to do full-on green screen and landscapes?
Yeah, but like we're getting into it ourselves, and now we hold ourselves to those high standards. So now it takes like an hour to do one.
Does it mean that it's sort of become less fun because of the pressure?
It's still fun, but it's fun in the way that a challenging job is fun that you don't get paid for.
You've had global attention from them as well, haven't you?
The Americans loved it. I think there's something like wholesome and uncynical about it, and also we're married, and they love that.
Yes.
The Americans loved it. The British don't care.
Are you going to be obliged to continue after lockdown?
No, I think that's what's quite nice about it. I mean, I'm questioning if we're even obliged to continue for the whole of lockdown, depending on how long it goes on. But
well, it could be a year, couldn't it?
Oh God, I don't know if we can keep it up. No, I think it's definitely a particular lockdown project. And I think what's interesting about it is like making it work with the costume you've got in the house, with the settings you've got in the house. You know,
so you haven't sent away for anything?
No, we do own a lot of ridiculous fancy dress.
And then you're going to tour the live show, right?
Oh, geez, that would be amazing.
A couple of people have suggested it.
I think you need a live band. That's what you need.
Oh, yeah, to join in.
That would be amazing.
It would, wouldn't it?
Rob, can you maybe do some underscore in this? It's terribly dry.
Sure, what kind of style?
Why don't we let Rachel choose?
Oh, thanks. How about a nice bit of sort of blues?
Yeah, no
Good choice,
problem.
good choice.
Yeah. God, Rob's got a lot to say for himself today. So what sort of music do you enjoy the most?
I love jazz music, kind of like 50s Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, American Songbook jazz. I love all that. I also love musical theatre so
Good girl.
much. I love a bit of Rodgers and Hammerstein, and pop. I quite like pop as well.
And what artists did you listen to when you were growing up?
So I didn't really start listening to music till I was about sort of, 12, 14 kind of thing. And I really desperately wanted to be a lot more hardcore and dark than I was.
Yeah.
So I listened to like Garbage. I was really into Garbage
Did
and
you?
Pearl Jam. Yeah. Oh, and Tori Amos.
Oh, I love Tori Amos.
Yeah, Under the Pink was just like constantly on.
Cornflake Girl.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I loved her so, so much. Any other female voices? Did you idolise anyone?
I loved Eternal. I loved Esther's voice in Eternal. Do you remember her? She was the queen of the but so good.
Oh, yeah. And what did you like about her image and her voice? Was there anything in particular, or?
What about Eternal?
Yeah, what did you like about the image and the voices, and what did you like? What did it make you feel, Rachel?
I love a good bit of pop. So I love the really cheesy ones, like Angel of Mine and Someday, and that kind of thing. But the thing I liked about Shirley from Garbage was her image was what I desperately wanted to be, and it was her that I did the eyeliner,
the flying
hair
cars,
down like that, the sexy lyrics,
yes.
her whole image, which was like I don't give a, was so not me that I desperately wanted it to be me. So I would do impressions, like I suppose actually I used to like lip sync in the mirror, but they didn't call it lip syncing then.
Did you have the obligatory hairbrush as well?
Yeah, used to do a bit of that. Yeah,
nice.
I know, just dreaming of the day that one day I would A, be cool, and B, perhaps have sex.
Wow. And one of those things has happened, which we'll leave to the listeners. Rachel, can you do any impressions?
I can do a few singing impressions, but I'm not very good at spoken ones. Not many. I think the best one I can do is probably Marilyn Monroe.
I love it. This episode is really like full of beautiful vintage singers. Go on, give us a bit of Marilyn.
It's quite old school, isn't it?
I love
quite
it.
Retro.
It's great.
Okay. I think the only song I really know is I Want to Be Loved by You.
My favourite Marilyn.
That one.
Should we do it together?
Yeah, is that all right? Can you just do it by ear?
G.
Because that's the kind of piano player you are.
Is this okay?
I want to be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I want to be loved by you alone. Boop, boop, be-doo. I want to be kissed by you, just you, nobody else but you. I want to be kissed by you. A boobly, 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 doo, boop, boop, be-doo.
Yes! Woo. Wow.
It's Sammy.
It's
excellent.
It's excellent.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.
Right, Rachel. It's now time for our first game.
Randomizer, randomizer. It's time for the impressions randomizer.
Oh my God, that is so random.
I didn't expect
totally
that.
out of the blue.
Randomizer.
Thank you. So this week, Rachel, I have sent you a handmade 8-foot celebrity coconut shy. Did you manage to set it up all right?
Yeah, I've set it up just here. It's a bit wobbly, but it's okay.
Great. How does it look?
It's looking pretty nice. It's giving quite a nice carnival vibe to the house.
Great. And are the balloons set up along the left side panel?
Yep.
Oh, fantastic. Rob, can you play a bit of American fair music, but like the sort of a 19th century bluegrass? If you could get one of the orange balls, Rachel, and just throw it at the coconut of your choosing. Lovely. Great. Has it cracked it open?
Yep.
Great. What celebrity's inside?
Let's have a look. So it's Judy Garland.
Oh, how lovely. Right, now, if you put the safety goggles and the helmet on, and if you pick up the poison pea shooter, aim it at one of the balloons. Just shoot one of the balloons. Which one are you going to go for? Oh.
Hey!
Lovely.
Sorry, that was my husband.
No problem. Poor Marcus. Is he all right?
Yeah, he's all right.
Well, he'll be out for a couple of minutes now, but don't worry. Did it burst the balloon?
Yes.
Great. Okay, so what song title's in the balloon?
In here is the song title Sweet Caroline.
Oh, so that's what we're going to perform now. Are you ready?
Yay, I'm so excited.
So are we, I think.
Okay, so you know what you're doing, boys? Kind of? Sweet Caroline.
Can we make it like Get Happy or something?
Oh, right, like sort of swingy.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe
Lead the way,
use
Michael, lead the way,
brushes.
lead the way.
And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my! Oh. Right. Where it began, I can't begin to knowing, but then I know it's growing strong.
I'm not going down there.
Was in the spring, then spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hands, touching hands, not these days. Reaching out, touching me, touching you. Good times never felt so good. Shout hallelujah. I'd be inclined, oh my, to believe they never would. Oh no, oh no. I didn't know when it was going to end, but I guess it's going to end now. Thank you.
That was fantastic.
Thank you.
So
we
good.
love it. Okay, so let's do another one. Now, if you look in your box to the right, the little pink one, I'd like you to just pick out a lasso. You can have whichever lasso you want. I'd like you to lasso a coconut of your choice this time.
Okay, here we go.
Well done. Great. Can you crack it open this time using your famously strong thigh muscles, please?
Yeah.
Lovely. Which celebrity's inside, Rach?
The person who's inside, it says Barbara Streisand.
Oh, very classy. We're going for the divas of old. Now, if you put on the blindfold over your safety goggles,
okay,
great, and use that banana with the nails on as a boomerang.
Okay.
You just throw it. Don't forget to duck, by the way, because you don't want a face full of nails. But if you hurl it at the balloon,
there we go.
Very nice. Pick the piece of paper out of the damp rubber with your teeth.
Okay, hang on. Okay, I've got it.
If you go to the mirror, actually I've written it in mirror writing, so if you could read it backwards, please.
It says single ladies.
Brilliant. I think we'll perform it forwards. Okay, band. Single Ladies, sung by Barbara Streisand.
All right. Well, how do you want this then, Jess? How do you want it? How do you want it cooked?
And let's do an energetic dun dun
Okay.
dun dun
All right.
dun on the single night like that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Barbara. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. In the club, we just broke up. I'm doing my own little thing. I decided to dip. Now you wanna trip, cause another brother noticed me. I'm up on him, he up on me. Don't pay him any attention. I cried my tears for 3 good years, so you can't be mad at me. And if you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. Don't be mad once you see that you want it. If you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. Oh, no, 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 no.
Sounds so much like her.
Thank you. Let's hear how that would have sounded backwards.
Oh, it's horrible.
Wow, Rachel, I hope you're not looking in the mirror because we've summoned the devil. Jesus.
I think you've just told me to kill quite a lot of animals.
Sure. I think it actually sounds more like Barbara when it's backwards. And of course, if you do put your ear to the mirror, you would, of course, have heard it forwards because that's science.
Celebrity Fun Hacks!
Alright, this is Adele's phone, or should I say, hello, it's me. Seriously though, leave a fucking message. Actually, I probably won't call you back if I'm honest. I just lost 145 million quid in a fucking divorce. Rolling in the green, that prick is. Fucking hell. Oh. You'll rate it Cheryl. You know Cheryl. Cheryl called Tweedy Fernandez Vicini, treat you Vicini the Third. Hey. Listen, the BBC have just cancelled The Greatest Dancer after they discovered that I am in fact not the greatest dancer. So I was hoping I could get married to you and then divorce. I could do with 100 mil at the moment, and I haven't had to change my surname in ages. Cheryl Adele. Ooh. Oh, that sounds gorgeous.
Stars in your ears. Rach, what would you like Michael to play under this bit of chat?
Oh,
What's the mood are you going for?
Maybe a bit of sort of Kurt Weill-y, that kind of, you know.
Now you're
You've
talking.
ticked his box, big
that
time.
kind of 30s
Okay.
jazz.
Oh, jazz. Okay. All right.
No, but you know that kind of.
Oh, Rach, we need cigarette holders and an espresso martini.
Ah.
What do you think of your own speaking voice, Rach?
My speaking voice?
Yeah, what do you think of your own voice?
I'm not a fan. I can tell you, when I got signed to a voiceover artist, of which I've only ever had in my entire career, I've only ever had, I think, one voice job.
Yeah.
You go and have a meeting and they get you to, you know, record a voice reel and stuff. And that voiceover artist said to me, yeah, I think there'll be a lot of pickup for your voice. It's sort of dry and scratchy, isn't it?
Wow.
I don't think that it's the most melodious voice in the world. When I went to drama school for a year, and had a voice teacher, and my voice at the end of that year sounded beautiful. I sounded like, you know, so low and smooth and buttery and lovely. Yeah. And then you forget, and then I start sounding like this, which is like a scratchy old witch.
I would never describe your voice as scratchy.
Well, you're not a professional voiceover. You are, to be fair, but you're not an agent.
Yeah, but did she get you any work?
No.
Well, there you go. I would have gone for tuneful and slightly northern. I would have got you doing the anchor butter. Could you say anchor
lovely.
butter?
Anchor butter.
Lovely. It's warm and it's wholesome. Not scratchy. What a bastard. Has your upbringing or where you grew up, did that sort of affect how you speak? 'Cause there is a bit of north in there, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm from the Midlands. I'm from Leicester. It's really funny being a Midlandser because people from the north say to people from the Midlands, oh, you're not a northerner, you're a soft southerner.
Yeah.
And people from the south say to people from the Midlands, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me. I just wanted to go to Waitrose.
Have my wallet, take my wallet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does. My voice, my accent's changed all the time. Like I used to be a lot more Leicester when I was little. Yeah. And then I got posher when I went to Oxford because I was hanging out with so many poshos. And then it's gone, it really depends who I'm hanging out with and who. Now I'm married to someone who's like got a southern RP accent, so I get very, very affected by who I'm around, and then as soon as I go and hang out with people from the Midlands I go proper Leicester.
Even as you've been talking about it, it's got broader.
It does.
Really
if I concentrate on it for too long I go more and more into it. It's very strange.
Now say anchor butter, go on.
Anchor butter.
Oh, I want some on my crumb immediately.
Yeah, brilliant.
And what do you think about your singing voice? Have you ever tried to? Because I don't like my own singing voice particularly.
What?
And
your voice is so beautiful.
Not my. Well, I've always tried to be other people, and so when I hear my own voice, I guess I don't quite know what it is or how it's supposed to sound.
Oh, I love your own voice. I've heard you do it many times, and I you sound so pure. I think that's the first thing I think is it's so pure.
Well, thank you. My
So
mum is
nice.
always going on at me to sing in my own voice. And actually, I know that she's probably going to be listening to this and she'd love it if in my own voice I sang one of her favourite songs.
Oh, do that.
Okay. Well, no, I'm going to sing one of my favourite songs instead. Come on, boys, let's do it.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm blind. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Take a look in the mirror, and what do you see? Do you see it clearer, or are you deceived by what you believe? I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Some people got the real problem. Some people out of luck. Some people think I can solve them. Lord heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Don't ask my opinion or ask me to lie, then beg for forgiveness for making you cry, for making you cry. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Some people got the real problem. Some people out of luck. Some people think I can solve them. Lord heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. 'Cause I'm no prophet of Messiah. You should be looking somewhere higher. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. I'm only human, can you understand? I'm only trying to do what I can. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.
Honey, listen close.
Listen close,
Cause
baby.
this is where I really need ya.
I need you.
If this is your bag, then give us a tag and post on your social media. Please rate us, validate us, show us how much you care. Hit subscribe, give us stars out of 5, and don't forget to share. Thanks.
So, Rach,
Yeah.
You are a brilliant writer of original songs, original comedy songs. Your singing voice, Rach, is really, really distinctive. Like, if you were on The X Factor, Nicole Scherzinger, if she was still on it, would go, "Oh, you've got the voice of a recording artist," you know. I don't even know if that's what she sounds like. I haven't watched it for a long time. But what do you like singing in your own voice? Have you ever tried to change it?
I've tried to change it a little bit for some of my comedy songs. Just like if I've done like a country song, I've tried to do a slightly more country and western sound. But no, I find it really hard to change it very dramatically. All my effort is going on sounding okay. And
You've
trying
got
not
a good
to
voice.
I've got an all right voice. I did have training when I was younger, but
it is good. Do you think people judge you a certain way from hearing your voice, Rach?
What, my speaking voice?
Yeah, either positively or negatively or...
Yeah, I think they do, because I think it's really weird. Even though I've got a Midlands accent, I think it can come off quite posher than I am.
What do you think of the band from their voices? That's what I want to know. They're each going to say, "I've got stars in my ears," and I'd like you to judge them, Rachel.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, great. Kitch, you go first.
I've got stars in my ears.
The person I just heard is a member of Supergrass and is a craft ale drinking, heavily bearded northerner from the 1980s.
Wow. She's good.
Wow.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Excellent.
Nailed it.
Okay, Michael?
I've got stars in my ears.
Oh, lovely. That is someone who I think was very big in variety theatre in the 1930s. And has, I think, a series of a collection of very, very smart bow ties.
Not far off. Rob?
I've got stars
Don't
in
shout.
my ears.
Could you do it again?
Sorry. I've got stars in my ears.
God, so grating.
That's a very smooth voice. I think it's the voice of a farmer who talks to their sheep like that so as not to alarm them. Just sort of whispers sweet nothings in their ears like
As
that.
he's putting the hand up their bottom.
Yeah, a kind, gentle man.
Yes.
Getting their rear legs into the wellings. Well, that's darling.
Oh, I wonder who's at the door. I tell you what, let's just pause for a little second and I'll go and see who's there.
I need a quick wee.
Okay.
Duncan, if I throw you up on the window ledge, maybe you can see who it is. That's it. Up you get.
Rachel, go and top up your drink, all right? We'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
Rob,
Yeah?
just sit quietly, okay?
Oh, okay. Hey, everyone. This is Rob.
You can talk about the pit barbecue. The band was jumping, the people too, doing the mess around. I declare doing the mess around. Yeah, we do the mess around. Everybody do the mess around.
I can't do anything about that. So anyway, sorry, I've got to go, Mum. It was the postman, guys.
Postman?
Yeah,
what did he bring?
It
I love
smells
the post-
really nice. Doesn't rattle. Oh, there's a card. Hang on a minute.
Who's it addressed to?
It's addressed to me, Michael, and Rob. Oh, it's from you, Rachel.
Oh.
You're welcome. I thought I'd
Send
just
us
send you a little
gift.
something.
Thank
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Well, I'll tell you what, Rob and
What about
Michael, I'll
me?
just send yours down in the dumbwaiter.
Thanks. Great.
Thank you.
Don't shout, Rob.
What about me? Where's mine?
While we unwrap our gifts, Rachel, why don't you choose a mood for Rob to play in?
How about like something a bit like The Girl from Ipanema, that kind of thing?
Oh,
yeah, that's nice. And while he does that, you tell the listeners what you got us.
All right.
Have I got anything?
Oh
no, it wasn't for you, Kitch. Sorry. I thought you wouldn't want it.
Sorry, that's a bit awkward, isn't it? I'll tell you what, Kitch, I'll send the wrapping down your refuse chute for Duncan's nest, shall I?
Sure, why not?
I got your personalised perfumes.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Personalised to us, or is it your smell or our smell?
It's your smell. Well, it's what I think you would like.
Oh, that's so nice.
So, Michael, yours is cucumber, fireworks, and vanilla.
Oh,
That is so Michael.
That's me.
But with the fireworks.
Really nice.
Just to give him a boost.
Yeah. Jess, yours is cherry and gin.
Oh, you know me. You know me. Just the gin has a little bit of a dampener, so I can just
Really
stay
nice.
a bit calm. Nice.
And Rob, yours is dandelion.
Herbal, yeah.
It's herbal. And violet.
Yeah, that
Like
sounds
Parma
right for
violet.
Rob.
Gosh.
Yeah,
Lovely.
just
Yeah.
make him a
Thank
little
you.
bit less masculine.
It's overbearing.
Yeah. Kitch, don't worry. I feel a little bit sorry for you, but honestly, don't worry, because you've already got everything you need down there. That's so nice.
Impressions, lessons. So you wanna sound like that guy? Jess can show you how. If you wanna sing like that gal, Jess will see you now. It's Jess's Impressions Lessons.
Lovely, Rob. I love that jingle. Very beautifully made. Shush, Rob. Rachel, it's that special time in the show where I get to teach you an impression.
Yay!
Who would you like to learn to do?
I tell you whose voice I think is so interesting, and I really want to know how to do it, is Shakira, Hips Don't Lie.
Oh yes,
She's got
I love
what
her.
I call a very curly voice.
It is. It's like if it was a vegetable, it would be kale. So, all right, Shakira, I'm going to break it down for you, Rach, in 5 easy steps. And I'm hoping, actually, the lovely listeners will be joining in. I think the first most distinctive thing about Shakira, the reason you say it's a curly voice, I think, is because she's got 2 voices that she sort of yodels between. And the first one's in the back of the throat, like a sort of an old-fashioned bicycle hooter that goes, that one.
Can you do like Mr. Bean?
Mr. Bean, yeah.
Or Janet Street Porter, say all right?
Janet Street Porter, yeah.
Yeah, that's it, all right? But do it with more conviction, be a bit more angry with it, all right?
All right, get out of my house.
You sound a bit apologetic, but it's fine. So the next thing you've got to do, right, is we're going to extend that sound. So in the back of the throat, we're going to go, all right.
All right.
That is excellent. And now just
I sound a bit like Kermit the Frog.
That's fine. That is exactly what Janet Street Porter is. So that's the first bit. The second bit, we're going to do the second voice now where she switches. So she switches into the second voice, I would say about 40% of the time. And it's a sort of slightly tremulous baby voice, not unlike Britney. If you go, ga, ga, ga. Yeah, it's like you kind of got a sort of, my tongue is sort of, my soft palate is a bit low. Yeah, can you do a bit of Britney like that, like a baby?
Oh, baby, baby.
So now let's go between them. So let's go, Basically, Shakira. Good. So now that the hard bit we're going to practice is switching between those voices. When you're doing the loud, confident Janet Street Porter hoot thing, and if you sort of push on the sound and then release it suddenly, it should sort of flick into the other voice. So if you go, like that. Yes, that's it. That's good. So you know the lady that sings Zombie, is it Dolores O'Riordan? She does it at the end of the Zombie where she goes, zombie, zombie, zombie,
Zombie, zombie, zombie. It's hard.
It is really hard,
It's really
isn't it?
hard.
Do you want to try, boys? Can any of you boys do it? Oh, Show off Rob's speed. We've not shot Rob up. This old bloody... Rob's got it. Good. Let's try lole, lole, lole with a little flick in it.
Lole, 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 lole.
Yes, you're getting it.
Lole.
So let's try... Oh, what are the words for hips don't lie?
Oh, mama, na, hips don't lie.
Oh, mama, na, hips don't lie.
Let's do
whenever, wherever we're meant to be together.
Whenever, wherever we're meant to be together.
That's good. Now do it again. And when we do we're meant to be together, do the baby voice. So it's we're meant to be together. You don't know where she's going to do it. She switches in the middle of syllables.
Whenever, wherever we're meant to be together.
It's Shakira's sister, and it's done very good. Round of applause!
Yeah, so glad it wasn't me doing that.
That's
Fantastic.
really good, Rach. Wow. I mean,
That's
to do
a
it,
hard one.
it's so hard, but to do it in like 5 steps like that, basically, in that amount of time to get where you got is really, really brilliant.
Tell you what, it makes me
Well done.
appreciate your talent a great deal.
Well, thank you. Can you have a go at Shakira? Do you want to have a go at Shakira? Then record yourself and send your impressions to jessrobinsonemail@gmail.com. That's
jessrobinsonemail@gmail.com.
Thank you. Kitch, do you want to do a bit of underscore?
I'll have a go, yeah.
So our brilliant listeners have been sending in their own impressions, and I have assembled some of my favourites into a glorious Technicolor sound gallery. You are going to hear the dulcet tones of Gemma Collins, Moaning Myrtle, Mickey Mouse, a peacock, Dolly Parton. So, Rachel and Jessington World of Adventures, it's time to sit back on the white leather poof, sip a cold white wine and gaze with your lug holes at the dazzling array of talent our listeners have exhibited this week. I've done it like an art gallery, as they put some stars in our ears.
Hi Jess, my name's Abby, and I can do a couple of impressions. The first one I can do is a peacock. It goes like this.
Hello, this is Mrs. Doyle. You'll have a cup of tea. You will, you will, you will, you will, you will.
Hi Jess and her fantastic band, Jessington World of Adventures.
Hello.
Richard Franks here. I'm not very good at impressions, but I couldn't pass up an opportunity to have a bit of attention, so here's what I've come up with. My first impression is going to be of Mickey Mouse.
Haha, that's swell. Hey, Minnie. Hey, Goofy. We're going to have fun today. Haha, hey.
And I saying to all of you, stay home. Do as you are told, as we do in Germany.
Hi Jess, it's Tom here. Hope you're staying safe and well. Yes, I've only got one impression that I do, and that is of a mating pig. Thought you might like this. It goes like this.
Oh my God. Oh God.
Hope that's good for you. All the best. Bye.
Well, hi there, Jess Robinson. How are you, darling? It's me, Dolly. I'm calling all the way from East Tennessee.
Hey Jess, Nick here. I've got a couple of impressions for you. I'm going to start with Mr. Donald J. Trump.
Uh-oh.
I will build a great wall, and nobody builds walls better than me, believe me.
As a Labour Party backbencher, a nomination for a
this is good.
5K
Very good.
run isn't quite the same as having a nomination for a position in the cabinet.
The internet is for porn. The internet is for porn.
Thanks, guys.
I just wanted to leave you with a little song. And I will always love you.
Very good, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Jess, you know I will always love you.
Second one I can do is Judy Garland, and that one goes a little bit like this. Oh my God! 17 sizzling sausages in a pan! Oh!
Wow.
Very good.
Deep South Judy.
Wonderful.
That Dolly was so good.
Well,
Dolly's
that
brilliant.
was Kelly O'Brien, who's actually a professional Dolly Parton impersonator.
Oh,
She's
spot
brilliant.
on. And it sort of sounds
thank
like
you.
Dolly now, because she's got that kind of
Yes.
slightly worn, older sound. Yeah,
Brilliant. Slightly
husky.
broken. Deflated. Thank you so much to Tom Carradine, Millie Morris, Kelly O'Brien, who's the professional Dolly Parton impersonator, Juliet Taylor Foster, Jeanette Pearson, Annie Santes, Nick Miller, Richard Franks and Abby Patel. We would love to hear your impressions. Brilliant, terrible, weird, animal, Shakira, vegetable or mineral. Send them to jessrobinsonemail@gmail.com. That's
jessrobinsonemail@gmail.com.
And just perhaps you'll be featured on our next Sound Wall of Fame. And at the end of the series, the best impression will win some exclusive Stars in Your Ears earplugs. Ooh. Stars in Your Ears. Have you had a lovely time today, Rachel?
Such a nice time.
I'm so
Thank you so much for having me.
You have been the most incredible sport. You've been so much fun, and thank you for our wonderful gifts, and you've just been gorgeous.
Oh, so have you. Thanks, everyone.
Apart from your lockdown lip syncs, where else can people find you?
They can find information about me on rachelparris.com. If lockdown is lifted by autumn, then I'll be going on a massive solo tour. Woo-hoo! And if it's not, then I will be at home instead.
Practicing your Shakira.
Yeah.
Right, Rachel, we are nearing the end of the show. So it's time for our grand finale. Listen, Rachel, it's time to make your wish come true. Clench your cheeks, flash a smile, and we'll look inside of you. Everyone has a dream. Someone they look up to. Ooh, yeah. So apart from me, though it'll actually be me, who's your favourite singer? Who? 'Cause it's time for our fantasy duet. Well, Rachel, tonight, who would you like me to be?
I would like you to be Britney Spears.
Okay. And are you going to be singing and performing with me as yourself or a famous star?
I will be Julie Andrews.
Oh, yes, you will. And what would you like to sing?
I'd like to sing I Touch Myself.
Wow.
Classic stuff. Cool.
Right. So, I Touch Myself, Julie Andrews, Britney Spears.
What sort of style are we doing this in?
Well, should we do a combination of supercalifragilistic and Hit Me Baby One More Time?
Right.
Will that work?
Okay.
Can you make that?
Let's have a go.
It's ready over here.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
It's Britney and Julie, bitch. Oh, yeah.
I love myself. I want you to love me.
I'm feeling down. I want you above me.
I search myself. I want you to find me.
I forget myself. I want you to remind me. Oh, baby,
I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself. Oh, I don't want anybody else. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
You're the one who makes me come running.
You're the sun who makes me shine.
Bitch, when you're around, I'm always coming.
I want to make you mine. I close my eyes, I see you before me.
I would die if you were to ignore me.
A fool could see just how much I adore you. I get down on my knees, I do anything for you.
Oh, baby,
I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself. Oh, I don't want anybody else. Oh no, oh no, oh oh.
I'm just a girl.
Do re mi fa sol la ti do. I touch myself.
Yes! I love you so much. You have been absolutely
Love you. Thank you so much
amazing.
for having me.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Live from from Jessington Towers, you've been listening to Stars in Your Ears, featuring the brilliant Jessington World of Adventures. On keys, it was Michael Roulston. On bass and guitar, Rob Lamont. Jonathan Kitching was on drums. And our brilliant guest was Rachel Parris. To check out her website, rachelparris.com. This podcast was mixed and edited by our incredible sound man, Joe Walker. Thank you to Robin Morgan for additional silliness. You've been delightful, and I've been Jess Robinson. Bye, Twinkle Wing! Goodbye from the show. You've had some stars in your ears. Now you need to go, so please walk off out of here. Goodbye from the band.
We've had a terrible time.
Donate to us on Patreon.
Please subscribe to hear more podcasts.